Now we come to the last speaker this afternoon, and he's Mr. Kusal Goonewardena. He is an elite athlete sports physiotherapist from the elite Academy Sports Medicine at Melbourne University Sport, Australia. Kusal Goonewardena has established a successful career in building 3 innovative sports medicine clinics in Melbourne. His passion is to provide the best solutions in the sports physiotherapy healthcare sector so that patients, athletes and clients continuously receive the most important aspect in health, that's results. His passion is to lead practitioners so that they live a life of service that is judged by expertise, results, service and education. Kusal believes that every sports medicine practitioner is in a position to change the lives of athletes and regular people by having the mindset to achieve results in 3 sessions or less. Kusal states that striving to be their best, living in the moment and continuous perfection of skill acquisition are the keys to his team's success. Kusal is a hands-on leader, combining his business acumen with his outstanding skills as a sports physiotherapist, and he loves leading from the front. With over 50,000 treatments in sports physiotherapy over 15 years, he has mentored over 1,000 therapists from around the globe. Currently the head of sports medicine at Elite Academic Sports Medicine at the University of Melbourne, he and his team have helped the university to achieve top 5 finishes at the prestigious Australian University Games since 2008. His services are on full display when his athletes perform at the Olympics and the Winter Olympics for their respective countries. As a published author, his latest books are 3-minute workouts and low back pain, 30 days to pain free, available through Wilkinson Publishing. As a renowned speaker, he has presented in Australia, Singapore, China, Japan and Sri Lanka. And the exciting news is he's just getting started today. And he's going to talk about how real professionalism can change a nation.
Thank you, everybody. Get it started. That's okay. Thank you very much. First of all, Dr. Makaluluat, thank you very much for the invitation, for having me here. Every one of you guys, thank you for inviting me over. It's always an honor coming back and speaking in Sri Lanka. As the final speaker of any group, I'm lucky enough that I know you guys are tired. Okay? So when you're tired, there's a few things that happen. Everyone's like, tea time is coming up. So, let's all stand up. Everyone stand up. As a sports physio, I see this all the time. Everyone's been sitting for a couple of hours. Let's everyone hold on to the front seat. If you don't have one, that's okay. Calf raises. Give me 10 calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting to feel better, huh? 6, 7. Count, come on. 9, no, 8, 9, and 10. Give the legs a bit of a shake. Okay, and sit down, please. How was that? Was that okay? Okay. That tea is going to taste so much better after that. So today, I'd like to talk about how a real professional can change a nation. I'll tell you a little bit about myself first, and I'll show you the things that myself and my team have done to become real professionals, and I'll be able to share with you the things that you can do to help yourself, therefore helping your colleagues, helping your patients, helping your athletes, and then helping your community, and then helping the nation. So to begin with, I've had a career of 15 years and counting. I've founded 3 sports medicine clinics, and I have always loved sport. I've always enjoyed sport. I've always enjoyed cricket, and I wanted to always combine sports medicine, or I wanted to combine medicine, which is, my father said, look, always get into a profession where you can help people. And medicine I chose because I really enjoyed the fact that it was one-on-one, making a difference straight away, but I really wanted to play sport. Therefore, I went into sports medicine. So over the years, I've done over 50,000 treatments in sport. 3 years ago, I was shortlisted to be the physio for the Sri Lankan team. It was a wonderful, wonderful acknowledgement. I came in second, and the physio who ended up getting the job, Steve Mount, he's doing a terrific job with Sri Lanka at the moment. The honour of being able to be that close to help a national team, because for me, the World Cup is the pinnacle. Okay, Sri Lanka holding the World Cup. I was born here. I left Sri Lanka at the age of 9, and I've been living in Australia for the last 30-odd years. And, you know, you always have this connection with Sri Lanka. And when we won the World Cup in '96, I didn't sleep for 2 days. We were out partying. Okay? So then being able to come in second as one of the sports physios to help, it was a great thing. It also opened up doors where I could come and do this. So 3 years to the day, yesterday, I came to Sri Lanka and presented at one of my first conferences. And since then, I guess I've been lucky enough to meet people like Dr. Makalolua, who would say, can you please come to the next conference? And I would say, yep, I'd love to, because we're always creating new content that will help our students, and who we can help our other athletes as well. I've been part of Melbourne University since 2002, and I've been the head of sports medicine for the Melbourne Uni Games, for Melbourne Uni Sport at the Australian Uni Games since 2008. As you can see, I have been lucky enough that I have had a bit of media coverage, and I guess that luck is increasing awareness in sports medicine. And I find the more coverage I have, it gets the message across on what we're doing, but also increases education. And I'm very big on education. Education for my students and education for the regular public to know what we do. Over the last 18 months, I've had 2 books out, Low Back Pain on the left and 3-minute workouts on the right. And this is another way where my message is getting across. So I'm reaching more and more people to help with with our expertise, our research, our clinical skills, and how we do our best practice. So why did I share all of this with you? My story is that I nearly failed as a physio. In my first year, we partied so hard that out of the 11 subjects we had to do, I failed 5. I had a very good friend, he failed 6. He got kicked out of the university. He got kicked out of the course. He's one of the top government lawyers today in Australia, because physio was never for him. I love physio, and I was failing. So I nearly didn't become a physio. I think it was 3 marks. I was 3 marks away on that 5th subject. So it was like 53 or 52%, and 49 would have been a fail. So if that had happened, you wouldn't, I might have been lecturing in the engineering course, engineering stream. And another thing about me was I was never at the top of my class. It was a real struggle. University was a real struggle for me. Because school was great. I was getting top marks. I loved maths, physics, chemistry. I loved those. But when it came to applying what I knew at university, it was very difficult. It took me a long time. It took me 2 years after I graduated and after I'd finished studying to really get the skills right. So I was not at the top of my game, and I was not at the top of my class. So you can see what I've done in the last 15 years to where I've started. You can see a huge disparity. Now, a professional is a person who's engaged or qualified in a profession. Okay, Roger Hargraves, who's read the Mr. Men books? Oh yeah, it's great, aren't they? I was always Mr. Strong. Now, if I could give you an image of the old school professional, it's that Mr. Uppity. But there's always a new definition, and this is what the new definition is. Wow. A professional, first, is someone who's engaged and he's qualified in a profession, which is what I said. They also provide the best results in the shortest period of time. In health, it's very important. You're treating people who are very scared. People are in pain. People who come to me, they're in pain. So they need results. I treat a lot of Olympians, Winter Olympians. They want their results yesterday. I don't even have time on my hand. Outstanding customer service. And I'll talk to you a bit more about all of these. Brendan Bouchard, he's a marketing expert from the States. He talks about the 4 essentials that are critical in becoming a professional. I'll share that with you. This is where I want you guys to start thinking. Before, when I graduated, all I knew was I had a patient, I had an athlete, I'd be treating them, I'd be going home, I'd do that 8 to 10 times a day, and I'd slowly build up. I want you to start thinking, how can you make a difference to 1 million people? And then a true professional in the future, and what we're doing now, and these are the systems we put into place, we're creating systems to better humanity. That's what it's all about. You're learning the skills now, and in the end, you're there to help so many others. If you can picture yourself in 40 years, how many people you've helped, how many communities you've helped, how many, even one idea from this room has changed a nation. And currently the population's 20 odd million. The one person in this room who has helped Sri Lanka do something so unbelievable. So you're making a difference to 1 million plus people. And those systems are then able to help better humanity. The best results in the shortest period of time, Little Miss Star. When you're starting to get results in the shortest period of time, you're a star. People start noticing you. People don't forget you. Customer service. This is with Little Miss Helpful and Mr. Cheerful. If you go above and beyond what's expected of you, and you do it with a smile, people don't forget you. There's so many times I've gone and reloaded my dialogue phone, and I've put my 500 rupees down because I'm calling my wife just to make sure she's okay, and I don't get a smile, I don't get eye contact. I'd love a smile, okay? So this is where you as, this is what we do in Melbourne all the time. We go above and beyond what's expected of us, but we continuously deliver this. And continuously delivering this means it becomes a habit. When it becomes a habit, people notice. Either people will follow you and they improve. So that's how teams form. Like-minded. Brendan Bouchard. There's 4 steps for you to be successful. First, you're going to be competent. You're going to graduate from here, or you're doing a course here, you're studying, you become competent. As you practice a little bit, you become confident in what you do. Then, PD is professional development. You would have heard that in the first speech this morning on how important professional development is. The final one is commitment, where you're in this for the long term. If you love what you do and you do it that well, it doesn't feel like work. If it feels like work, you're not doing the right thing in life. Does that sound okay to you guys? Sounds all right? By the way, how am I going so far? Good? Should I keep going or should I finish? I've done 11 minutes and 40 seconds. Is that okay? See that? That's another thing I do. I keep track of things myself. I'm in control. Making a difference to 1 million plus people and creating systems to better humanity. You have to be curious. You have a little bit of an open mind. You're still brave. This is where Mr. Brave comes in. And if you love something that much, you're going to look cool doing it. All the cool people out there that you've seen, they're cool because they love what they do. So just find that thing that you love. This is what a new true professional is. You're a little Miss Star, you're a little Miss Helpful, Mr. Cheerful, you're Little Miss Curious, you're Mr. Brave, and you're Mr. Cool. If you haven't read the Mr. Men books, I'd highly recommend you do. There's one of you in every one of these. Then you might say, well, this is the next step. These are the 5 steps you have to do to become a new professional. You'd like to hear about this? This is what we do at our clinic each and every day back in Melbourne. First of all, you need to figure out your values. Your values are the things that you've done at your happiest times. They're the things where deep down inside you go, wow, yep, I remember those. It might be the time you played with grandma, your first pet. They're your proudest times. They're the times when you were most fulfilled. You pretty much have to ask yourself why all the time and then list your values. Another clue, if you're studying at KDU right now, KDU has its own values. If you look at their website, the website will list KDU's values. There will be some of those values that will resonate with you. They are your integral values. These are mine. I'm fun. I love adventure. I love my family, learning, and respect. These are all my values. So every decision I make in life reflect these values. Then I've got to figure out a purpose in life. So the next step, a new professional will have a purpose. What makes you happy? This is so crucial. If you don't love what you do, you're not doing the right thing. And life is way too short. So to figure this out, what would you like to do if money wasn't an issue? And this is what we do, and this is what I love to do. I like to help people achieve their very best. I see potential in so many people. This is why I love coming back to Sri Lanka, because I see so much potential here. There's so much knowledge in the theoretical base in sports physio here. I'd love to just come here whole year, spend, the top 50 physios and spend a whole year, let's say 100, I could do 100 in a year, and give you guys all the skills that make us stand out in Australia in sports medicine. Then, a new professional will have a 12-month goal. It's very important what you want to do and what you want to achieve in 12 months. It has to be clear. A goal has to be clear. You have to see it. It has to be SMART. SMART means specific, measurable, it has to be attainable, it has to be relevant, and it has to be time-based. This is nothing new, guys. This is on Google. If you put in SMART goal, you will get all of this information. You break up your 12-month goal into 3 to 5 action steps. So 3 to 5 things. When you do those 3 to 5 things, you will be able to achieve your 12-month goal. Also, with the 12-month goal, it has to push you outside your comfort zone. If by simply thinking about your goal, it feels really uncomfortable inside, that is a good goal. You know it's a good goal because at the end of it, when you've done it or completed it, you can tick it off and go, wow, I've achieved something great, I've helped so many people, and I'm ready for the next 12-month goal. But this is what it means by pushing yourself outside the comfort zone. Wrong way? No? Which way am I going? Here we go. Once you figure out your 12-month goal, you've listed all that down, you break up, you want to see what you can achieve in the next month to achieve that final goal, right? And then you create your to-do list. I have a to-do list that I write down the night before. So by the time I've started work or I'm at the clinic, I'm treating people, I've got 5 things that I need to do the next day. And each needs to be crossed out. It has to be written down because Success rates. When you think about a goal, who has a goal here? No one? Thank you. There's a few people. By the end of this session, when you go home tonight, I want you guys to start thinking about your goals, what you want to be achieving in 12 months' time. If you think about a goal, you have a 43% chance of succeeding. If you write that goal down, it's 56%. Who here hasn't got a friend? You haven't got a friend? Oh, you have. Thank God. Okay, that goal, I'd like you to share it with a friend. If you share it with a friend, there's a 64% chance of succeeding. If you send your friend a weekly progress report, it'll go up to 76%. We share our progress report every single day at our clinic with our team. So by the end of the month, we actually share our goals on Google Docs. My goals are seen by the rest of my staff. It's very transparent. I see theirs, and we all help each other out. This was a PhD study done by Gail Matthews. So the final thing, I've got a minute and a half left. To be a new professional, you have to be present. There's the past, there's the present and the future. The present is defined by your 5 senses, thoughts and emotions. The past is a memory, forget it. It has happened, you can't change it. The future is your imagination. It's yet to happen. What you have as a person who has a lot of power right here, right now, is your present moment. You can either be mindful or mindful. The dog is mindful. The person on the left, I don't know what's going on in his mind. So the 5 things you should do now. Think of what you want to achieve in 12 months' time. Please push yourself outside your comfort zone. Write your 5 action steps down. Write down what you want to achieve in 30 days. Share it. When you share it, you become accountable. And write your to-do list, your daily to-do list. Who will go home today and write their list? Please put your hands up, guys. Please. Humour me. Just humour me. Thank you, ladies. Please do it. You will achieve so much in life, and nothing is impossible. Everything I have done, from the time I've failed everything to doing what I'm doing now, I'm no rocket scientist. All I've done is a lot of hard work, a lot of focus, and a lot of effort. And this is the template on doing that. Thank you for your time. These are all my details. All these slides will be on SlideShare. Everything you need is going to be on SlideShare. And at the end of the day, if you ever need anything, please contact me. We're here to help. Myself, my clinic, everyone there is here to help. If there's anything we can do, we will be there for you. I'd like to wish you a career and a lifetime of happiness. If you're happy, you're going to achieve great things in life. So all the very best. Take care.